Something that I would like to do, if you don't mind, I've got some random pictures that I've
Okay.
chosen, and I'd like you to comment on them. Do you mind doing something like that?
No, just don't ask me the date. But
Okay, okay, I promise. Okay, so hopefully you can see this right here. Can you see that?
yes,
Okay, so that's a picture of the Apple offices. Now,
yeah.
you were talking about it being, paraphrasing, it was mayhem. So were you part of this office, or was your A&R office in a different place?
I'm trying to think if that's me. I think it is. Um, Standing up on the right of the picture. I think that's me.
Yeah, I think actually it does look like you, actually. That would
That's
be very
it's Derek Taylor's office. I
okay.
don't.
That's him in the fan back chair over there.
Yes,
Okay. And so yeah, so
that was on the. I was a couple of floors above that. My office.
okay, so how many floors was it? I've actually been to the Apple building. I went there to sort of see where the rooftop session was. Were you at that rooftop session as well?
No, I was not. I was in LA at the time.
Okay. And so I saw the building. So they occupied that entire building?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this is going back to my story about Barry Greenfield and hopping over to London. This is one of the things that they released for Apple Records.
Well, that was the ad we took. Yeah, asking
Yeah.
people to send in their music.
Yeah. And so this man now owns a Bentley.
Yeah, that's right. That was the theory, that it was encouraging people to send in their music. But as I say, unfortunately, most of it was not good.
Yeah, exactly. Well, now we know why there's people that.
Yeah, but that's why we got sacks and sacks of tapes.
Yeah. And this is interesting because this has the Ivies before they became Badfinger.
Yes.
And so these were all like Jackie Lomax and James. So this was back in the very beginning. Now, how much? Now, did George Harrison take on the Ivies?
No, not particularly. I mean, they were brought in by Mal Evans.
Oh, okay.
He's the one who spotted them. And I remember going back with Mel to, I think, the Marquee, somewhere club in London they were playing. And we thought they were very good. Yeah, and then, as you said, their first record wasn't particularly successful. And we decided for some reason to start all over again and reboot it, as they would say now, and call them Badfinger.
Yeah, and that which originally, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that came from Badfinger Boogie, which was the
That's
working
right.
title of "Little Help from My Friends" by the Beatles.
That's right. That's right.
Now, okay, there's another thing here. What was I going to say? Now, with
You see that particular, that's a weird little EP that must have been put out as a promotional. That's a two-sided EP, if you see. It's with 4 songs on it,
right.
and produced for Wall's Ice Cream by Apple. Wall's, you see down at the bottom, Wall's Ice Cream is the big ice cream company in England.
Is that what that is? Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
that's their logo. So we must have been doing some co-promotion with ice cream.
okay, and so Mary Hopkins, she was basically produced by Paul, correct?
Yes.
And now Jackie Lomax, was he from?
That was George. Yes, that was George's deal.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. Okay, now, like I said, these pictures are really random, so we're going to go back and forth all the time. So
okay,
here's a picture. Now you can tell everybody who that is.
Well, that's me and Gordon. When we got back together, it was Paul Schaefer was the person who persuaded us to get back together for a benefit that he was organizing.
Is that right? Yeah, Paul's been on this show. I love Paul. I've worked with him a couple of times.
Great.
He's a wonderful guy.
Yeah, and that's Gordon and me. Yeah.
And here's a great picture with you and James.
Yeah, that was the same session as shot the album cover for Sweet Baby James. If you think back, if you happen to have any recollection of the Sweet Baby James album cover, that's the same shirt, same lighting, same everything. Yeah, I can't remember where it was. I used to think it was on James's land on the vineyard, but it wasn't. It was somewhere they took us, and where they had these broken down trucks. And Henry Diltz was the photographer.
Now, here's something that is worth bringing up, because now we got you with John and George and George Martin. Now,
yes.
Here's the thing is that your mother taught George Martin, correct?
She taught him the oboe, yes. He was at the Guildhall School of Music, but he was looking for an independent oboe teacher who did private lessons to get his oboe playing up to scratch. which was only his second instrument. He was mainly studying piano and arranging and stuff. But so he came and took private lessons from my mum for a while, pre-Beatles, you know.
Right. This might have been back when he was still doing the comedy work and stuff like that. Is that correct? Or was that even before that?
I don't know what he was doing at the time, actually, but he was, as far as I knew at the time, he was just a music student. So I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
I assume he got the job at EMI, and in which case he probably would have been working on comedy stuff, yes.
Hey, thanks for joining us. Check out our other vignettes and full episodes from a wide variety of guests for more great content. Please like, share, and subscribe, and become a member at SocialNRGpresents.com to access premium content and earn valuable energy points just for watching.